Okay, speech. Speech. Thank you very much for making it this far without passing out or throwing up everywhere. I especially appreciate that. Okay, everyone, if I can have your attention for a moment. A word from Mr. and Mrs. Inter.
Well, on behalf of my wife and I... Oh, is that the way going on? Okay. We would like to welcome you all to our special day and thank you all for coming.
It is wonderful to see so many of our family and close friends surrounding us today, and some of you who have travelled from a very long way away. You know, Norway and Denmark. Not New Zealand. And for that, we are truly, truly honoured. Thank you. Thank you for all your gifts and your generous contributions as well.
Yeah, I would say up until a little more than a year ago, this was definitely not the speech I was thinking I would ever hold. So, in my limited experience / lack of memory from previous weddings I've been to, I of course turned to Google and Sara for help. So, to plagiarize one of the online speeches, I found quoting another one. I can honestly say it wouldn't be the same without all you being here today. Although it would have been a lot less stressful making this speech out to an empty room, which okay, well.
An empty garden.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You?
Still me? Oh, yeah.
Still you. Obviously, I know my order, so obviously.
You're going to be in the middle.
Oh, that's true. I should probably be on the right-hand side of you, actually, shouldn't I? Yeah, Nigel, shouldn't I be on the right-hand side of him?
That's correct.
Because obviously because obviously the groom is always on the left, because the bride is always right. Give him one chance to be right.
So first of all, we would like to thank Katrina and Al. Without them, we would not have been here in more than one way.
Yeah.
We could have been there one. Yeah. Well. But skipping old history for now and focusing on the great help they've been since we first asked them if we could hold the wedding here at their amazing home. I was here in the early hours of the 10th of June last year. I proposed to Sara and she said yes.
Literally over there where we got married.
So thought it would only be fitting to ask if you could hold the wedding here as well. And
there he is. What were you doing?
Yeah. We did in a Skype call from the mountains of Norway, asking you, and then they immediately said yes. So, and I worked so hard to getting this place ready, and
so hard.
Yeah. So, please, can everyone raise their glass to Katrina and Al?
No.
Katrina and Al. Thank you guys. Thank you.
I would also like to thank my parents, Björg and Björn. Always been so incredibly supportive of me, never forcing me, just wanting me to be happy. Yes, yeah, I wouldn't be. I can't say the same thing twice, can I? Oh, I can. Oh, let's try later. Yes, I'm truly happy. And also the big thanks to them for the week leading up to this wedding, because they've been helping out quite a bit.
That's the understatement of the century.
Yeah.
Couldn't have done it without them. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah. And then the ring bearer. Yeah. Thank you, Frodo, for taking on the responsibility of bringing the rings to for being my best man. I honor that you said yes. Yeah, and thanks to Al for organising the stag do. This was quite a challenge with the people being from all over the world. Well, not all over, but yeah, close enough.
It never happened.
Yeah, it certainly was a fun trip that never happened. I really enjoyed it, which makes me think I got off a bit easy, especially knowing Al. So,
So I need to firstly thank a very important person. who has been my sewing master, cake baker, flower arranger, and all-round sidekick throughout. Seriously? Right. Planning this wedding from Copenhagen hasn't always been easy, and you've been on call whenever I've needed. Without you, all of this just wouldn't have been possible. You've certainly put up with a fair amount of hassle for me over the years, but at least I've given you a lot of funny stories, which hopefully won't be aired today. Vicky, you're more than a sister to me. You're a best friend. So thank you. And obviously the second person to thank has been my personal handyman this week, helping make all the signs and the archway. But more importantly, he has filled some very, very big shoes today. Dad would be so proud and honoured. Thank you for being my go-to person in any crisis. A big brother, and to be honest, a father figure to me through the years. It meant the world to me today to have you by my side. Amazing. So everybody can charge their glasses. To Uncle Nigel and my beautiful, beautiful sister Vicky. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Big set.
Sun shining.
Yeah, sun's out. Take a big sip.
Mum, thank you for so much for all your love throughout my life. I truly, truly cherish it. And thank you for your contributions to our wedding and for your amazing, amazing poems. If people don't realise, my mum wrote both of the poems that were read today in the ceremony. Your words are just fantastic, so thank you so much. And now to thank the boss, aka Grandma. Thank you for being my flower expert. She turned up just in the nick of time yesterday. And all of your advice yesterday and throughout. Thank you. And obviously last but not least, a massive, massive thank you to my bridesmaids. My beautiful, beautiful bridesmaids for all of your love and all of your support throughout. And Jill and Emma, particularly, thank you so much for the amazing, epic hen do in Barcelona. It was fantastic. Thank you, girls. And finally, to my husband. This last year and a half has been a wonderful whirlwind. But I won't lie, moving to Copenhagen, trying to learn Danish, trying being the operative word, starting to work in another country, and organising a wedding has been a lot to juggle, and it hasn't always been easy. But you have been my steadfast rock throughout, every bump in the road. I feel incredibly lucky to have finally realised the person who I just thought was Kat's shy, younger brother, just so you don't know, he's actually her older brother, is actually my forever guy. We've packed in so many fun adventures already, and I just can't wait to start our life together as husband.
Yeah, I guess there is one last mentioning here. Last but not least, Sara, my wife, my love. It's easy to think back when I first met Sara. She just always come across as this bubbly person. Like, she was really so charismatic. And so when I wrote this speech, I actually had to Google bubbly person because I wasn't sure if I used it correctly. So, testing Google. So yeah, so bubbly person, actually the definition is, when you think of a bubbly person, you likely imagine someone with high spirits, someone who's lively, animated, and fun to be around, and someone who's effusive.
Vivacious.
Vivacious. Some of the words I don't even know. An enthusiastic about life, a bubbly person, someone who appears confident, give a positive attitude, and exclude an attractive person.
Attractive person.
So there's,
Sorry, the Irish is coming out more strongly.
and a Norwegian as well. Yeah. So yeah, but when we first met, we lived in different countries, and yeah, the timing wasn't right. So, but we got to know each other more and more over the years, and then yeah, I'd say the years like a year and a half ago that really changed. So, there's so many words that I wrote down there. Yeah, definitely the bubbliness is definitely confirmed 10 times over, but yeah, there is so much more to you as well.
Chin chin.
Yeah, so here's raise your glasses to Sarah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, my turn.
Yes, as some of you have heard, I'm the best man, although I feel I have kind of shirked a lot of my responsibilities. I've just been watching all these people preparing this. I thought, yeah, but at least they didn't tell me what to do. But they gave me a speech here, I hope. They just gave me this envelope, so I'm hoping this is a speech. But first of all, I have to thank Al, because one of the duties of a best man is apparently to arrange the stag do. Knowing my own limitations, I figured, well, homemade pizza and a movie wouldn't quite do. So I delegated to the master. And I've been asking around, how was it? Did you enjoy? Was it fun? What did you do?
Oh, matter.
And the answer was the same. I don't remember. So you did a perfect job. His mission was to do something completely 100% forgettable, and you delivered. So, to Al, the master. Yes, so moving on to my brother, and as Sarah also mentioned, he's my elder brother, but often I've been confused to be the eldest of the two. Funnily, it happened when it was no longer a compliment being the oldest. But I would like to mention that I met some of his friends yesterday, and apparently a part of a best man speech is to have a lot of embarrassing stories. So they told me they were going to send me some stories last night, more and more as the alcohol consumption grew. And yes, they did have stories. And just give me a moment here so I can filter it. Yeah, no, not reading that. Why not? The stories keep coming in. Yeah. I followed in his footsteps long because he played football, I played football. We went to the same kind of studies and everything, all the way to university college. Then he went off in a different direction. But there's something in following in his adventures. But in this, the great unknown mystery, I go first, indeed. Yes, we do speak geek. So, thank you, Sarah, for opening that door to the great unknown mystery called marriage for Alan. And welcome to the family and to the newlyweds.
Skål.
Yes, and now into Norwegian. I'll do this. We do a little bit of irony in our family. That was the end of the speech.
Everyone's like, thank you.